Hello and good evening for another adventure with Grillenheimer. Card games. Transformers, the card game, nonetheless. And, let's see, just a few things. I've got a list, and this was the cheat list I was using for my guessing for what the characters might be. And I'm more concerned about the characters than battle cards. I'm not worried about every single thing that's released. But I had, this is kind of, was my breakdown to some extent. And then we got really understood Parsec is coming out in Autobot Nautica. Wow. From what I understand, she was a Toys R Us exclusive toy, and that was her head, Parsec. Well, she's number 3. Parsec is 33. But that only gives one name between Parsec and Cup. Which only leaves us with one other S name. Well, I say one other. Who knows what they could do, really. I got Sawback as an extra head, Scorchfire as another head, and Sentinel Prime above Sergeant Cup for 34. You know, who's going to be 34? And why do I feel like this is a big deal is, well, I think Sentinel Prime, if we get him, could be a super rare. Just because he could be the next super rare if he comes out this way. And he should, because Autobot Infinitus is his head. And since Nautica is number 3, then Infinitus would be number 2, knocking out Breakaway. Well, Infinitus would fit in here as long as we still get Autobot Apex. And we are supposed to get an Optimus and a Megatron every wave, from what I understand. So, with that in mind, we have, you know, Ominous is 31, Parsec is 33, Monzo is 29. That's not a whole lot of room for an Optimus Prime, unless he goes by the name Power Master Optimus Prime, like I wrote right here. I don't know if you can see this pencil scratch or not, but that's his toy figure name that they copyrighted, or, you know, for the namesake, for that one with Autobot Apex, which, if he comes out, would be card number 1. And then Power Master Optimus Prime would be card number 34. If not, just as another Optimus Prime for card number 32. Because he would have to be 32 or 34. He'd have to be for either Optimus or Power Master. Unless they put an Autobot in front of it, then he would be like 4, which I really doubt. I really think we're going to have a lot of Autobots going all the way, 8 of them going down to Bludgeon. Autobot Top Spin being possibly number 8, with Nautica being number 3. That might mark out, like I said, Breakaway to have Infinitus and Sentinel Prime over here. But if Sentinel, yeah, that's the rub. So if Optimus is here, Sentinel could be here. Could be. We don't know. We're just going to this every few days or so. But, you know, this is what has been released so far, as far as I know, up to today, I believe. Between Flameout and Flintlock. And Flintlock, thus the name Flint. You know, like a gun for a flint. Of an old style gun. It was Cup's Target Master originally, not a head. From when I was a kid. So, you know, take it what you will. And Bludgeon looks pretty interesting. One of the new battle cards they released, and Wasi went over it very well. That, you know, it has 3 different colors, and all those colors are idiomatic to specialist, a ranged character, and a something else. But anyway, it's orange, black, and blue, and it is not a star card, which is very interesting. So, but you can only get the extra. Well, let's just use this static laser of Ironhide as an example, where we have the text down here. Anybody can use it, but if it's not Ironhide, they get damaged. But in this case, when you're flipping for attack, if it doesn't have, if it's a specialist, if it's got the specialist symbol up here, or a car symbol, or whatever that subtype is, they're not going to get that attack unless they are that symbol, or that symbol is a part of them. You know, we might get some battle cards with the leader symbol on it. That could be where they're leading up to this, no pun intended, to where we could have a decent leader buffed up deck, say, by the end of the year. And a very well buffed up tank deck or specialist deck by the end of this year. Because I ended up, went online, got a few more cards for my, they're not over here. My homemade cards. I thought I had more of the little white cards that came with these for like Wave 1 and Wave 2. I don't know where they've gone. So I'm like, well, I've got the money. Let me get a few more. So I got 6 Wave 1, 6 Wave 2 from one store online, and I went to like some other place where they deal with vendors or individuals really, and I got a couple of Wave 1 from somebody and some Wave 2 from somebody else. It came down to I did not get the Matrix at all. And I really, when you get as many characters as you from buying boxes like this, it comes down to really filling out your battle cards and trying to get, you know, triplicates of the certain cards that you like, whether it is the static laser of Ironhide or an Optimus Prime's Ion Blaster or whatever, etc. And that's really what it comes down to, unless you just go out online and buy them separately. And I've gotten a few individuals, you know, some stuff separately, and some battle cards are as cheap as 10 cents, a dime a piece, which is really great. But the only new cards that I really got were these, which is still not bad. I don't think I have this Wheeljack. I could be wrong, but I don't think I have Wave 1 Wheeljack. I do not have all the Combiner Dinobots, so I did get Slug out of this group, which is awesome. Slug, whatever. And I did get Inferno. I didn't have an Inferno. I've gotten 2 Grapples now, but I did not have Inferno. And who knows, we could get a Stratagem card, or that would be nice to start getting Stratagem cards for a lot of older vanilla cards. And he would have been a vanilla card for Wave 2. The ones for Wave 1 were blank on both sides, from what I understood from either Neil, Ken, or Drew, or somebody like that on an interview I saw. But now that that's over with, and I probably went too long talking about that silliness, is that, but it's important. It really is. It's important for us to have a dialogue about some of this stuff, how these battle cards work, how some of the characters work, and since we do understand their numbering system, it's in the group of characters that they're pulling from. And Bludgeon is really neat because he's the first, like Wasi even mentioned, that he's the first whole card, single character card that we've seen so far for Wave 5 that has been shown. And, you know, I want to give kudos to all these guys that the guys that make the game, Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro, for bringing some of these characters from the 80s drawing board and bringing them back into fresh, you know, remaking them or reusing them or retooling them from their most recent figures, even if those figures are 10 years old, etc. And I think it's revitalized the brand, or really concreted the Transformer brand since the Michael Bay movies have come and gone, for whatever, how we want to, you know, for the good or the bad for that. Because the Transformer brand name is more mainstream than it's ever been. I mean, I can remember going during a time when I went to the comic book store, and it's like, hey, any Transformer comics? Nope. No word, no nothing. And he had Transformer title in my pull list for many years, because I knew they'd be coming back, and they did. They eventually did come back. But what I'm doing here is this. And okay, well, I was wanting to do these guys again, and I finally found, I couldn't find my impactor, I will admit, but I pulled an impactor today, opening the boosters I got. No, I didn't. He's wave 4. He was just one of my extras at my desk at work. Let me put him in here. Let me put Megatron back in here too. 7-star Megatron for what he is. He's not a great card. He's a very weak card. But like I mentioned in that previous game, you know, the Skytread Caliburst Megatron, and if you sat through that game, if you watched or scrubbed through it or whatever, this is a neat team, and you can try to use this, try to tweak it. They feel strong to me, and the one deck that I've really tried working on the most were these two. This is a Bumblebee team. This is the Galaxy Prime and Trusted Lieutenant Bumblebee. And this is my Ironhide deck. And I kind of worked on them, and they're still kind of weak. But I spent some time on this deck of all things. And they don't win very often at all. I threw these guys together on a whim, you know, and they've been pretty strong. But I mean, you can go to the character, the card site, the official card site, and look at these, or look at your own, and you can see that, you know, Impactor is stronger. He's much stronger than this Megatron, except in health and attack on both sides. They're both tanks. They're both leaders. They're both ranged. They're both 7 stars. Just Impactor's a lot better. He even has bold. Well, he gives bold to your other characters when you flip the tank, and he has bold 1 in bot mode. The only good thing about this Megatron is that if you play green cards, a lot of green cards like Attack Drone, War of Attrition. Well, War of Attrition, that's actually an action. It's not an upgrade, is it? Etc. Well, Attack Drones is an upgrade, right? Where if you put an upgrade on this, he gets +1 until the end of turn. So if you put a green upgrade on him, and you have more of those and keep going adding that, then that's a plus however many of those cards. He gets +1 for each of those upgrades. plus his 3, plus whatever you flip. Like you know, I'm not going to go over these guys again. I'm just getting them together. I don't have a whole lot of time. So I guess I was rolling my dice. And I guess I'll put... I don't really like this this team or this deck, but I guess I could have done it differently and just said, okay, I'm playing these guys, and maybe I should have. In the meantime, I may go back, now that I've got some more white cardboard of these guys, I may make some more of these, because I can make about 9 of these per card, and they're easy to see when they're down here. This is the template for them that I made and cut. So without much fanfare, I guess we're going to have the Ironhide deck. This feels like 50 cards. I think it is. I don't know how wonky or this is, but we're going to try this, and I'm not really good with, and I don't even think there's many idiomatic cards too, and I'm going to have to shuffle these. Well, I got Kinetic Converter, but I don't have the not swap parts. Showing Off is not in here. I don't have any good Triple-Changer cards in here. And I should have had this all a little more ready than I do. This thing seems a lot lower than I remember last time. And I hope I play these guys right. It took me a while to understand how to play the general game. It took me a few minutes to figure out how to play Skytread correctly. So, I wonder if I should... I actually, this thing is not as high as it was before. And I apologize for the table. The table is in disarray. I keep trying to pick it up, and other family members just keep putting and stacking stuff up here. And you can tell this plant is still here. So, I foresee this might be a game that the Ironhide team might actually win. Let's see, 10, 17, 29, 31. They have a little more health. They actually, oh, I should have checked star cards. Crap. There might be some star cards in there. There should be. There should be at least 2 or something. I don't know. 8 and 6. Yeah, and you're probably wondering, hey, those are easy to see. Why don't you use these for your damage counters? I thought about it, but like I said, I may try to use the. I may make more of these red ones here. 1, 2, 3. What? Let me guess. 15 minutes has already gone by. I'm sorry, guys. And there's not bad cards in here, but you know, it could be better. You're attacking melee, you have +2. When this is defending against range, it has 2 more health. And none of these guys, these are all melee, except Captain Ironhide here. Well, since I can't play a card, I'm going to flip Sergeant Springer to Alt Mode 2. I can scrap an upgrade. And I've got more upgrades in here. It's just to be able to draw 2 more cards. No, this is Springer. We'll see. Let me use Sandstorm in alt mode 1. His car mode. We're going to attack one of these melee Ironhides. Well, let's get... He's got 10 health. He has 7 health. Let's go after this little Ironhide because his defense is less. And he's got a decent attack of 6. 1. And Ironhide's defense. See how fast we can go. 6, 7, 7 to 2 is 5. Let's get this party started. Okay, drawing a card. Here we go. Okay, he's a Sentinel. His flip is Pierce 2 when he's in, I almost said out of bounds when he's knocked out. I can use 1 card. I'm going to put Shoulder Holster on Captain Ironhide. When I put it on the character, we'll reveal the top of my deck. If it's a weapon, you can play with the character. It's a weapon. Yes. Played it onto the upgraded character. So I've got backup beam on him. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to flip this Ironhide, tap him, and have him attack Sandstorm. 1, 2. That's only attack of 4 against a defense of 2, which is only down by 2. Let's see, we got a green card over here, Bashing Shield. I have 4 action cards in a utility. Let's get rid of Field Repair. I'll take the Bashing Shield. Alright, draw a card for the Triplechangers, and I get Smelt. I can play 2 cards now. We don't have an enemy armor. Okay. Let's do this first. And let me do Pep Talk. Draw 2 cards. Put on Kinetic Converter on Springer, Sergeant Springer, flipping, and I get to draw a card, right? He's already tapped. Scrap that. Okay, that was my action. This is my upgrade. Tapping Springer, attacking. How many stars does he have? 6. That's right. He's the weakest Ironhide. 6-star Ironhide. 1, 2, white Pip. We have only attack of 6, defense of 3, 6 to 3. Well, I guess that was the computer. 6 to 3 is 3. No green either side. Scrap, straighten, draw. Oh, we have Noble's Blaster. Ooh, bold 3. I could stack up the bold 3 with the bold 2. Nah. Let's put Noble's Blaster on Captain Ironhide. Oh man, I can't use marksmanship. They're not in they're in vehicle mode. Well then, let me use Treasure Hunt. Scrap the top 4 cards of my deck and put all upgrades, scrap this way, into my hand. And I get 2. Covert Armor and Piercing Blaster. Scrap. Scrap the action. That was my action. This is my upgrade. They're both blue. Let me flip the Captain Ironhide to bot mode. Tap No. Tap this Captain Ironhide. Who do we want to go after? Springer has more health. Sandstorm has less defense. So we're going to attack Sandstorm, Specialist Sandstorm. 1, 2, bold, 2, white, tip. We also have +2 on the Noble's Blaster with Pierce 2. If he's attacking a Decepticon, we are not attacking Decepticons, we're attacking Triplechangers. Sandstorm's defense. Let's see here. I failed to do the melee. Again, it has +2. So that he would actually be down by 7, right? Not 5. Crap. Because that's who he attacked back then. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to 1 is 9. I don't see any green there. 9 and 2 is 11. Oh, Little Ironhide gets to go next. Whoa. He doesn't have an upgrade, but he gets to attack. And let's attack Sandstorm again. He only has 4 health left. 1, 2. We do have Pierce 2. Oh, he gets bold 1 because he's in vehicle mode. That gives him another orange. He has an attack of 6 with Pierce of 2. 1, 2. I got some decent defense out of Special Sandstorm here. 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, let's just use the 2. We do have a backup beam, green card, green pip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 cards in hand with the Triplechangers. Oh, crap. Let me get rid of Smelt to get the backup plan, because I've got a plan in mind. Do I want Bashing Shield over here? I don't know. I'll leave it as is. We all have to untap. Captain Ironhide is the only Ironhide with no hit points missing, and Autobot Sergeant Springer is the only one not hurt over here. Oh, crap. He's not dead. Put him back up there. What is his... When you have 7 more cards in your hand and you flip to this mode, you may play an action. Then you may play an upgrade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 cards. So I can play an action. Repair one of my characters. Well, your starting team is only Autobots. Draw a card. Draw a card. Diagnosis. Play Diagnosis off of him. I can play an upgrade. And these guys still don't have any armor over here. Oh. So then let's use Enforcement Batons. Let's put it on Springer. And then that's his upgrade that he allowed me to play. And I'm going to go wild. I'm going to use Brainstorm. This is weird. When it comes to upgrades, when you trigger upgrades, you do them in the order in which you actually play them. Your actions, when you play something like Brainstorm, I hope y'all can see my cards here. I'm going to play Pep Talk and Scrounge. So then you have to go backwards. So scrap the top card of your deck. If it's an upgrade, you may play it. It is. I'm going to put Smoke Throw in the Sandstorm. Then I get to draw 2 more cards. 2 more cards. Okay, and we are done with said action. And I still have yet to play my own upgrade this hand. Maybe this is a decent kind of setup. I don't know. Bold 2, Smoke Thrower is backup beam with Pierce. Let's see here. Give Sandstorm tough 2, I guess. Or do I? No. No, let's put on Bashing Shield. I can't bash anything with it, but scrap an enemy weapon. I gotta scrap an enemy weapon. Let's scrap the Noble's Blaster. It's pretty strong. Let's okay. When he's defending against a ranged character, he has 2 shield. So we're flipping him to alt move 2. What is his robot ability? Oh, do damage 1 to a specialist. No specialist here. And let's attack. Let's take out an Ironhide. Let's take out this little pesky sentinel. 1, 2, bold, 2, white tip. We have a total attack of 6, 7, 8. See, 1, 2, white, pip. We have a defense of 4. 8 to 4 is 4. 4 plus 7 is out. Okay, so Ironhide gets put out of the game. We do have dismantling clause in here. I've got 2, but I can only get 1 if I want it. Do I want it? Well, I don't see many special actions in here. Secret actions. Let me swap special ops mission for a dismantling claw. Alright, we're the Team Ironhide. Move all this. I got too many of these things out of here. Draw a card. Draw a card. Let's. Oh, look, there's Springer. Evasive maneuvers. Yes, we can use marksmanship. Marksmanship. 2 on Springer. He's in bot mode. Alright. He's got more health. He has less health. I can put another weapon on Captain Ironhide. Pierce 3, but let's put on... Well... Let's be crazy. Let's be a little crazy. Let me put Power Punch on this Ironhide. Wait a minute. I've got a better idea than that. Let's put Piercing Blaster on this Ironhide. And we're going to flip KO Ironhide to his bot mode, which gives him Pierce 2 and Pierce 3, so he's going to have a Pierce 5. He's got to attack Sandstorm. So let's tap him with his attack of 4. We're going to go 1, 2, white, pip. Very good. That is a total attack of 7 right there. Sandstorm's defense, 1, 2. That's it. Let's see here. What'd I say? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. He has a Pierce of 5. He only has a health of 3. He's out. Put on a character, scrap an enemy armor. This is not dismantling, whatever. Alright, do I want the extra padding? I think I do. There's a secret action. There's Bolster. So now, Sandstorm is out. Springer is still not hurt. Does he have Safeguard? Did he use Safeguard on his underarms this morning? I've got a lot of junk here. I've got a lot of armors. I mean, upgrades. Dismantling Claw, Sparring Gear, Bashing Shield, Kinetic Converter, Backup Beam. You know, I'm not worried about extra padding. This game will be over pretty soon anyway. Oh man, there's fuel cash. 7, 6 is 13. 13 and 9 is 22. So, yeah, here's 2 of my star cards here. And they did help out a little bit, didn't they? Okay, that's right. He knocked out him. Right. Yes, that's right. Drawing a card for the Triplechangers. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to flip to that mode. I don't have showing off, or I could do something fancy, but oh well. Oh, gosh, it's 7 o'clock. I got fatherly duties I need to be getting to here. And the question is if I have kinetic converter and I transform him or flip him to a different mode, do I still get to draw a card? Is this triggered? And then if I take this off to be able to put on Field Communicator, this is triggered. Scratch the top of my card. You may play that card. I hate I'm stuck playing by myself here, but I mean, is this how this works? And yeah, I did play that Field Communicator. When I flipped to that mode, scrap and upgrade, I should have triggered that first, but I got, oh gee, I don't see any armors. Let's scrap that and draw 2 cards. These are my last 2 cards. Anticipation Engine, awesome. Okay. So we're tapping Springer. He's only down by 2. He still has 14 health left. And you get to see my wonderful card shuffling action here. Got to put in some laundry and start dinner, which is going to be taco ring. My cousin's wife learned how to do a taco ring through Pinterest, I think. We kind of give her credit for it, even though we know she got it from the internet. And so my kids, we still do the taco ring about every 2 weeks. So I guess it's, normally we do it on a Wednesday night, but tonight is a Monday. And it's not hard to cook. One more time. Cut. Bam. All right. We're attacking, I don't know, Ironhide? We're attacking tapped Ironhide. 1, 2. That's it. Ironhide, Veteran Autobot Defense. 1, 2. Nice white tip. What? That would be a wonderful attack. I got 4 orange here. Crap. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 and 2 is what? 9? He's out. Another Ironhide down the bucket. But he did take out Sandstorm for us. So he had a purpose. He got some fun. All right, it is down to, not worried about smelt. Game's going to be over before I know it. I got 2 power punches in here. Well then, let's put power punch on here. I can only do that when I attach shoulder holster to him. I can't do that this time. Crap. Let me just go ahead and shuffle my deck, because I'm going to have to. We got backup beam with bold 2, power punch with bold 3, plus the normal 2. That's going to be 7 cards right there. If I get a white, that's even 2 more. So maybe this team may finally win one. They don't normally win. I will admit this deck here for my Triplechangers is obvious. It's not strong. Not a whole lot of idiomatic Triplechanger card action going on here. Now my scrap is gone. Well, shucks. Well, let me flip Sentinel Ironhide back to truck. Tap Captain Ironhide. Attacking Sergeant Springer. 1, 2. Bold 2 for the backup beam. Bold 3 for the power punch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. White tip. Oh, wow. This is fun. Springer's defense. What in the world? Upside down? Do I have the deck upside down? There we go. Wow, he's got a defense of 5. Let's see here. What's Ironhide's attack? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. Oh, it's the hamster. Freaking me out there for a second. 6 and 2 is 8. Where is a 5? Here we go. That's a little easier to see. Like I said, I do want to make more of those. I think I know the kind of marker that I use to color them in because it has not miscolored like these things have. Okay, Springer's turn. Draw a card. Hey, come on. Anticipation engine is just too late in the game for that. I do have defensive formation as a secret action. Well, best thing I can do right now. Armor. There's an armor. Tough 2. Put on ranged characters only. He's a specialist. And then let's just put on sparring gear, I guess. Best thing I've got in here as an upgrade for now. Be good for him. Flip him to alt mode 1 to truck. Scrap an action if I do draw 2 cards. Scrap an action. What about a secret action? 1, 2. Special ops mission and smoke thrower. Alright, well, I guess we're having to attack the last Ironhide. Sounds like a novel. The last Ironhide. Here we go. 1, 2. He has no bold at all. We have a total attack of 6. This is attack of 10, 11. His defense is 3. 2 and 1. 11 to 3 is 8. He's hurting. Well, wait a minute. There's a 3. There's a 5. Okay. He has what? Springer is a little better than extra patty, I think. Draw a card for Captain Ironhide. Flipping Sentinel Ironhide back to bot mode for the Pierce. 2. Could swap Piercing Blaster with backup beam down here. I love shoulder holster. Being able to have 2 weapons in your weapon slot. Having an extra weapon slot is just awesome. Evasive maneuvers. Crap, I'm running out of time. Big time. Let's do it. Yeah, I got him flipped, keeping him in this mode. Well, let's tap last. And swap backup beam with piercing blaster. He still has bold 3 from the power punch. Now we'll tap him. Did I use an action? I don't have an action. That's fine. Okay, we're attacking Springer. The very common way for Sergeant Springer. Here we go. 1, 2, bold, 2, 3, no white. Crap. 5, 6, 7, set. Wow. He has an attack of 7 with a pierce of 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, crap. Okay. Secret action. My character gets +1 to defense. 1, 2. Oh, come on. What? I don't remember mixing. Did I mix these up? White. Pip. Oh, I get tough 2 also. Tough 2. Didn't help him much. The pierce is going to hurt. What I'd say 5, 6, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. But he has a pierce of what I say? 3, 5, 6, 7. We can't go more than his attack. Wow. Again, this is going to be yet another close game. Which these always seem to be. There's another Nobles Blaster. Crap. And his green card. Screen pip. I don't know if I'll make it that far. What the heck. Let's see what happens. Swapped it for evasive maneuvers. Springers. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 cards. Scrapping defensive formation. Flipping him back to bot mode. He has 1 health left. Scrap to the top part of my deck. I can. Oh no! This isn't what I thought it was. I swapped my utility. I can play an action, then I can play an upgrade. That's right. That's right. I may not have anything. I like what I've got here. Oh well. I think this is going to be it for Earnhardt anyway. Let's just bypass that. Let's tap and attack. 1. Oh, come on. 2. I have no bold. But he still has an attack of 10. Captain Earnhardt's defense. 1, 2, white, pip. No, blue, only 2. That's the game. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 2 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. He only has 12. Again, they lose. And that's all I've got time for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. Another interesting Transformer the Card Game Soliloquy by Grillenheimer, nonetheless. And I guess that's all we got tonight, guys. But yeah, I get excited for new characters. They put Kinetic Converter on top, so I have an idea what I know what these are. These guys. We're gonna clean up, or Team A and Team B are gonna clean up together. I'm not a nut, trust me. I just play one on TV, play one on YouTube. Yeah, there we go. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. If you'd like to add to whatever, say something in the comment section. since I got some stuff in the mail today at work, I didn't really get to drawing anything, or coloring anything. I take that back. I did draw. I sketched one of my Demicons. I sketched Clamort. That's right. I got his sketch going and done. I just haven't inked or colored anything. But things are moving along. Hopefully I'll get some more done this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next. My goodness, 50 minutes. Well, we did go over some stuff before the game. So if you have any other questions, thank you for watching. Good night.